do
no
what it do.
plugins.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Kode
sir.
Ransom in the building.
Yeah, man.
Bro, how you feeling, bro?
Man, feel dope, bro. Like, I've been watching what you've been doing, bro.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I gotta give him my voice mix, man. Like,
we out here, man. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, bro.
yeah, you know I be up.
Hey,
Man.
we be up,
We
bro.
be up. You know what I'm saying? This used to be hooping hours.
On me,
man.
bro. On the way to the gym right now.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean?
All right, well, let's jump straight into it, bro.
Alright.
You hear it in your voice, bro. You can't be from Tulsa, bro.
Yeah,
Where you from? You might be from Tulsa.
Yeah,
bro.
I was born here, you know what I'm saying? But I lived in Dallas for a while too, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of
Dallas.
yeah, Dallas, you know what I'm saying? So it's a mixture of both of them. But
Yeah.
I rep Tulsa though, man. Like
Yeah.
this now when I, you know what I'm saying, when I was rapping as a kid and all that, with my accent, it was always, oh, that's Texas, that's
Yeah.
Texas. But Tulsa, like where we at right now, this is my childhood home. So you know what I mean?
So was you brought up here in Tulsa, or was you?
I kind of split my time. I was here, and then we moved to Dallas.
Yeah.
And then we came back here, went to Dallas again. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of my time been out here though.
Okay. So were you involved with the music scene in Dallas at all?
Nah. But that's where I learned to rap at. My older cousin was, and he was. Like, that was my favorite rapper when I was, you know what I'm saying, young, so he wouldn't let me hang with them unless I, you know what I'm saying, learned how to rap, you know what I'm saying, so I literally used to sit in the room, you know what I'm saying, trying to freestyle and write raps, and then I finally got it, you know what I'm saying, and when I came here, he hooked me up with a dude he used to rap with, and it was on from there, you know what I mean?
Who was that?
It was TKO Capone.
TKO Capone, oh, that's my kid phone.
Yeah.
Oh, me, bro. So what was that like? Was you part of that?
I actually, me, my brother Keezy, my younger brother Cam, my brother Quay, we was the Wrecking Disciples with him. Like, so we did like the I Done Hit the Scene, purple stuff in my cut. TK's prime days, like that was all of us. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I think I was like 13 or 14 when I first started with him. You know what I'm saying?
Lit, bro.
And then from then on, it was just like jumping on tracks with TK. And that's all I ever knew. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, was just, you know what I'm saying, rapping with him, freestyling. You know what I mean? So that's how I got my feet wet. You know what I mean?
You keep up with him you keep up with him at all today?
Once he left here, I really, you know, honestly, I stopped kind of listening to him only just because the style changed and then I changed a lot. You know what I mean? I stopped listening to that type of music in general. You know what I'm saying? So, but I always been like, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support you. You know, but at the same time, I just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? But,
Okay, so outside of Dallas, have you resonated anywhere else?
Yeah, I was in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for over a year, you know, and when I was out there, it was just ghostwriting, bro. That was it, you know what I mean? And that's when I found my niche, you know what I mean? I went out there to be a rapper, ended up just writing. That's when I figured out, like, that's probably mine. You know what I'm saying? My comfort zone is just writing, you know what I mean?
So how, being a part of the Atlanta music scene, how did that compare to what you was used to back here at home?
Man, it was difficult, bro, because here I was so used to nobody offering money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just used to doing stuff on the strength, you know what I'm saying? But ATL, it was like family, friend, didn't matter. Like, they was offering money. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me having to say, hey, this is what I charge you. It was just like, hey, man, I got this bag. You know what I'm saying? What can I get for this bag? You know what I mean? So I did some records, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I was a ghost, so, you know, I can't say too many names, but, you know, one rapper that I really liked, man, he came in there and was just like, what can I get for 8 bands? I'm just like, 8 bands? I'm like, a couple albums? Like, what, you know, but the producer I'm with, you know what I mean? My producer, Phrase, he was like, nah, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Give him a verse, that's it. I'm just like, bro, back home, I'm about to get $8, you know what I'm saying? Like, I usually got to pay for my own studio time on features, bro. Like, so it was amazing, you know what I'm saying, to be able to work in that environment, though, you know.
Okay, that's interesting you say that, bro. Is there anything else that people who don't necessarily just keep up with you on a day-to-day might not know about you?
Just that I literally write everything, you know what I mean? From film to blogs, I write stories, music, poetry. So people that don't run into me or just don't know me on a personal level don't really know that that's what I do. Most people just see me doing like community work or working with kids and stuff like that. And then they'll hit me up later like, hey, you never told me you did this shit. Yeah. And it's just because after years of doing it, bro, I actually forget to mention, you know what I'm saying, stuff that I do, you know what I'm saying?
So much, bro.
Yeah, and then it's second nature for me to do it. It just feels like a part of me. So I feel like in my mind, everybody knows what I do. Yeah. I don't have to tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
But, running into people, especially as of late, bro, like it's been dope to see, you know what I mean? Like people finally figure it out, and then like hear some work and be like, hey, bro, like let me hear some more, you know. So that's pretty dope to me.
Will you be performing at World Country Music Festival?
Yep.
Yep,
I get to do that. And then shout out to Mally B, but he's the reason I got on the Juneteenth this year. You know what I'm
you on Juneteenth too?
Juneteenth.
Those ain't just regular showcases that anybody can just sign their name up.
Real, bro. And like Juneteenth, bro, I've been wanting to do that since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Because like my granny was like my favorite person, and she used to take me out there. You know, so before I ever thought about Grammys or any of that, I always used to say I want to perform. You know what I'm saying? Juneteenth on Greenwood. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to do that this year, I'm like.
Yeah, you'll be a perfect addition to that showcase, bro.
Appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to seeing you out there too, bro. Because I already know what you're going to do. Yeah. And that's what makes it so dope. Because I don't know what you're going to do, but I know that it's going to have substance. Yeah. So, yeah, bro. I know that that's going to be good. Yeah. But staying on the city thing, do you plan on going back to ATL or Dallas?
Nah, what I figured out is Tulsa is the perfect place to branch out from. You know what I mean? Cost of living is down. You know what I mean? It's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? My kids are here. You know what I mean? That was the toughest thing being in Atlanta and my kids being here. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about Tulsa is you know. One of my homeboys tell me all the time, bro, you live in the United States, not the divided states, bro. You can go wherever you want to go and go home. You know what I'm saying? You do not have to move to these places. Yeah. Because what I figured out is, and it works here, when people don't see you, that's when you have the most impact. You know what I mean? So it's like when I was in Atlanta, I was working in the studio where I was seeing these people every day. And after a couple weeks, it's like they start taking you for granted because it's just like, oh, we know he gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? But when you like, hey, bro, I'm in town for 3 days. You get work, get work. Yeah. Like you finna be booked up. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right. So what is it? I guess you kind of already answered that question. What it is you like about Tulsa? Is that
it's close knit. Tulsa feels like home. It feels like family. You know what I'm saying?
Especially compared to the East Coast, bro. Well, Atlanta ain't really the East Coast,
but it got that vibe to
Eastern side of the map. You know what I mean?
Tulsa's people that haven't really left here. I don't think they really appreciate what Tulsa got. It's a lot of culture out here, bro. Like, and to be in other places, and you know what I'm saying, like I'm in Atlanta but I'm missing Tulsa. Yeah. You got people in Tulsa like, bro, don't ever come back. This is, and I'm like, y'all just don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like Tulsa
all
gold.
50 states.
Yeah, like Tulsa gold, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't think I ever leave permanently, you know what I'm saying? Like if I get a bag or something, you know, I might get a house somewhere else. Yeah. But, you know, I always keep a spot here, you know what I mean?
Is lit, bro.
It is, bro.
I do agree with that. Okay, so that being said, what do you dislike about Tulsa?
Really, the lack of creativity from the people who are supposed to be creative. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then a lot of people use unity. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really gonna say unity because it's clashes no matter where you are. You know what I'm saying? But it's the lack of respect. You know what I'm saying? That people have. You know, I don't have to like you to respect you. You know what I mean? So you have cliques and all of that who, you know, they clash and they create drama, which creates more drama. And it's versus just saying, I don't deal with that person, or you know what I'm saying. So that would be my biggest dislike, cause like doing community work, bro, you'd be amazed at how many kids, you know what I'm saying, pick up on that negative energy that these other people putting out. You know what I mean? So I heard a kid not too long ago, they was talking about some local artists, you know what I'm saying, and one of the kids was like, oh, well, you know, I don't really like him, you know what I'm saying, because he rock with that. And I'm just like, why is the kids beefing over some local artists having beef? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And like I said, it leaves it's gonna always be beef, but the fact that they talk about each other, they go at each other all the time, it's just like, bro, you can literally ignore a person and they don't exist no more. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, you win. You know what I mean? So if Tulsa can get rid of just disrespecting each other, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I said, it's already a golden place, bro. And
it's a big topic you just touched on right there, bro. Gold in what you just said. Okay, so let's talk about you, bro. What you got coming out, bro?
Man, I got a lot. I worked on Big Rich's project, History. I did something with him for that.
What you doing there, bro?
I did a poem on his joint, and that felt amazing. Bro.
So what is that? What is that project?
He doing an album, you know what I'm saying? Big Rich is dropping an album. And yeah, bro. And,
nice.
It's nice, you know what I'm saying? And to be a part of it is dope, bro.
So what you put on there, you just came in like...
I just did a poem.
Yeah.
That's it, you know what I mean?
Is that a track or is it an intro? Or?
It's an intro.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite poems I did, bro. Like I should listen to it and be like, yeah, this is gonna be
nice.
It's gonna be nice. You know what I'm saying? So it was amazing to do that. I also got a movie, Fatal Words. We rehearsing now. We'll be filming it in a little bit. Full feature film, joint dope. Got Riddy Quincy, Kanisha, you know, Cremita, Jay Friday. Bro, like it's.
So when can we expect that to drop?
That's gonna drop end of the summer, but I'm gonna make sure to put together like an entire, you know what I'm saying, an entire event for it. It's like a red carpet event. We just, you know what I'm saying, dress up, have a good time.
Congratulations.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, like, bro. Congratulations on that. Tulsa need a movie, bro.
Yeah, and the thing is, with the movie, I incorporated a lot of Tulsa culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, he gets to do his Cypher 120 in the film. You know what I mean? T. Rush is gonna be performing in the film. Mally B will be performing in the film. Like it had, like I said, it's all Tulsa culture, man.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? That's the part I love the most about that project.
Okay, so while we talking about it, is this something that you wrote?
Yeah, I wrote the entire thing. Yeah, so I'm writing. I wrote it. I'm directing it. I got a homie, Jazz Wheeler. He's he films in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So he's just like, yeah, bro, you know what I mean? Give me a date, I'll fly out there and I'll film it. You know what I'm saying? So we just been rehearsing because he'll be here 5 days, so it'll all be shot in a 5-day period.
Yeah.
So, you know, we just been rehearsing so that we know we got everything gold, and then he gonna come out here and knock it out. So
it's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's dope. So got that. Got a game show that I built. We're actually shooting a commercial for it Sunday. I was gonna get you to come on out there, have some fun, bro.
Bro, I'd love to.
Just chill. But it's a family game show. But it's called Little Big World, bro. Like it's just games that we played as kids. It's just everything's bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like human-sized bowling, slip and slide kickball.
Yeah.
Bro, like life-size beer pong, there's a water balloon dodgeball. It's like a whole bunch of different games.
Yeah.
But you gotta have kids on your team too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of it work on communication. So it's a way to teach the kids and still have like a
load of
fun, bro. Like so.
Where is this coming from?
Bro, being
boredom?
Up, just being up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there
like,
you go.
I literally is that, and I actually dream everything I do first. You know what I'm saying? Because I literally only sleep 2 to 3 hours a day. So, my dreams are like little movies, bro. Like, and I'll dream it, wake up, write it out. You know what I'm saying? And then throughout the day, just keep thinking on it. And usually within, you know what I'm saying, within a day, I have it solidified how I want it, and then I just start building it. You know?
Are you a reader?
I read a lot, bro, but I read weird stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I read like a lot of vampire novels. You know what I'm saying? Just cause, bro, it sounds weird, but vampire novels are like the best love stories in the world, bro.
Okay.
Like, it's always a battle between like, you know what I'm saying, the vampire and God, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's always been an analogy I had in my head. Cause I know I'm supposed to sleep, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that. But then on the other hand, I'm like, but you know what I'm saying? If I sleep, I'm gonna miss out on this,
bro,
this.
That's deep, bro.
So you know what I mean? So I do that. I read a lot of poetry, and also for reading, I read a lot of Facebook posts. I learn a lot, you know what I'm saying, just from reading what people post. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people skip those long paragraphs. I go through and read them and try to dissect that person and figure out like what that person dealing with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
you can tell a lot about a person by what they put out there.
You can, bro. And it's and at that point, once you do, and you got, my goal is to be able to understand every type of person.
There you go.
That's why I read those type of things. So.
Very psychological, bro.
Yeah.
And if for our listeners, if you listen to his music, his poems, everything got substance.
Yeah.
Everything is deep. Nothing is lightweight. Nothing is mumble rap. Nothing is boring.
Yeah.
Everything is a picture painted, bro, and that's hard.
It is, bro.
That's difficult.
It is, bro.
It's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
But have you always been that way?
Oh no. Nah. I've always been a thinker, you know what I'm saying? And I've always been deep, but I used to suppress it. I used to care about whether I was popular, what was popular, you know what I'm saying? And I used to mold myself into being that. You know what I mean? Whereas, like I said, even when I rapped with TK, TK was from here, you know what I'm saying? And he originally rapped like he was from here. Yeah. But he got around Texas and that fascinated him, you know what I'm saying? So even as I started writing stories and stuff like that, he was like, bro, we killing them with the freestyle game, with the punchline, the metaphor. We gotta stick to that. We gotta. And back then, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And so that's all I did. So the whole time, I got a lot more deep, you know what I'm saying, music and stuff like that. But I was always afraid, like, man, people ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna get that, or they not gonna like that. But as I got older and I stopped looking at rap as a check, you know what I'm saying, it's now just therapy. So in therapy, you say what you really feeling. So that's what I started doing. And, bro, I've got more love in the past 3.5 years I've been doing this than the whole other 12 years I was doing that. You know what I mean? Just like you said, it's so different. You know what I mean? And it's, I don't know how to describe it, bro.
It's not easy to do, bro. It's art. You feel me? And like it's the art, bro.
Yeah. And it's draining. You know what I'm saying? Like I could, my granny used to tell me all the time, like, I carry people's demons with me, you know what I'm saying? So if you tell me a story about your childhood that was horrible, bro, like I carry that with me, you know what I'm saying? And so when I do write a song about it, I'm writing it because I'm really like feeling you, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, okay, I want to do this to help this person, you know what I'm saying, feel better. But like over time, I keep those, you know, and that's really what keep me up, bro, because I just be thinking like, the dude I just, we did a video for, me and Marshall, Roger. His daughter Aaliyah had passed from cancer, you know what I'm saying? And that story, bro, like, and I tell him all the time, like, that story gonna stick with me for the rest of my life, you know what I'm saying?
When you listen to that song, it sound like you went through it, bro.
Yeah, and the thing is, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, for a long time, bro, I used to cry just looking at my daughter, because I was just like, man, I couldn't imagine, you know what I'm saying, that, and after all of that happened, bro, it was just like, that story was so heavy, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm just like, okay, bro, I gotta write something for that, you know what I mean? And that's why I wrote the Crutch joint, you know what I'm saying? That and Jay Friday, my cousin, he pushed me to do that. But it was because Crutch's story is so similar to my own, like, I was just like, I gotta do that, you know what I'm saying?
So speaking on these different types of work, which one is your most popular out?
The Terrence Crutcher joint.
Terrence Crutcher one? Yeah. That one received the most publicity?
Yeah. That one was scary. That one and Brenda's Got a Baby reboot.
Where do people find those? What do they type in?
Yeah, if you type in, if you get on YouTube, just Kode Ransom, KODERANSOM. If you put in Crutch, it'll pull up the Terrence Crutcher, or Brenda's Got a Baby, it'll pull up the Brenda's Got a Baby joint. So
those are both good, bro. Those like Steven Spielberg, the black Steven Spielberg of rap, bro.
Solid, appreciate it. And that was scary, bro, to redo a Tupac record, bro. I was so nervous, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, if this is horrible, like, I never did this down, you know what I mean? So it was like, but once I did it, I tried to write Tupac's Brenda's Got a Baby story, and I couldn't do it, you know what I'm saying? And so I was just, like, the story I ended up writing was actually a story a chick had told me she went through, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? So it just came back to me, and I was able to kind of fabricate
it. Real good job of that, bro. First time I heard you at Cypher, bro, I don't know what poem it was, but I was like, bro, you do a really good job of telling other people's story, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And making it art, like rhyme and all of that, bro.
Yeah,
anybody can't do that.
Yeah, it's tough. It definitely is.
Okay, so let's talk about the music scene here in Tulsa. Is it good music coming out of Tulsa, bro?
Yeah. It is.
What was that?
It is to an extent. You know, I pride myself on being honest. You hear me? So,
yeah.
I feel like it's good music, but it's not. But it's not good music. You know what I mean? Like,
I understand, but explain for people who don't.
What I mean is, we have a lot of what the world already has. Don't get me wrong, we add a little bit of different seasoning to it. Yeah. But it's only so many ways you can season a chicken before, you know what I'm saying? Before you tired of chicken. You feel me? Yeah. So it's just like, and to me, I think people have the same problem I had, bro. It's just being afraid to step out or challenge yourself to do something a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot of songs about, we got a lot of killers out here. You know what I'm saying? On CD. We got a lot of dope dealers. We got all of that. You know what I mean? But those same type of people be in our same corner saying we need to stop the violence, we need to stop doing this.
Bro, that was so deep.
You feel me? Like we can't do that if, you know what I'm saying, if everybody got a shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my granny used to tell me, like, boy, if you need a shooter, you out of line. Like, there is no reason you need somebody else to risk their life for you. You need to, you know what I mean? If it's that serious, you'll be front line. You wouldn't need to call nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And so I've always felt like I ain't had no beef where I needed no shooters. I ain't had no beef where I needed a pistol. You know what I mean? Just because I don't walk that way. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we have a lot of dope songs that come out of here. But I start to hear the younger generation are only going to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? And try to build on that. So we do all this gangster music. I was watching a few of your, few of the No Plugins, bro. It's youngsters, 17, 18, that's killers, and you know what I'm saying? And to me, at that point, it's kind of like, yeah, at 18, bro, like, it's too early. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't need that. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about it. Everybody who live that lifestyle, bro, it ends, you know what I'm saying? You know exactly how it ends. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like, it's cool to tell your story and do all of that, but step out the box. You know what I'm saying? And in Tulsa especially, because here, I feel like anybody from here that's living here, bro, like, we got Greenwood, bro. Don't nobody else got that. You know what I'm saying? But I've yet to hear, you know what I'm saying, anybody mention what Greenwood was. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it's kind of like, y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, if y'all don't know, how you going to tell the world? Y'all think Tulsa ain't nothing. But if you was to even speak about Greenwood, that resonates all across this country. You know what I'm saying? So, it's one of those things where we're not embracing the culture we actually have. We're creating a false culture, bro. Because I was in the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know who had work, you know what I'm saying? So when I hear it, I'm just like, it ain't what you know what I'm saying? It ain't what you saying it is, you know what I mean? Like, my big brother Hustle died doing this, you know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me that this is cool or this is popular. No, bro, like, and y'all gonna have kids. Let your kid come home, you know what I'm saying, with an ounce. How you gonna feel, you know what I mean? And I got kids, and so that's why I stopped doing the music I was doing. Because I was like, I don't want my son to repeat it, so why I'm gonna give it to your son? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give your son poison and feed my son fruit, you know what I mean? So that's when I just started saying, okay, well, everything I do from now on is gonna be something I don't mind my son, you know what I'm saying, being molded after. You know what I'm saying?
Go, bro.
And if we all embrace that mind, you can still talk about it. My son know about everything I've done in my life. I don't hide nothing from him, but it's never glorified. You know what I'm saying? And I tell him, you can go out there and chase a bag, but it comes with these things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That way, when he of age, you know what I'm saying, he prepared. He know, you know what I mean, around about what's gonna happen to him. Instead of that, oh, I ain't know, or, you know what I'm saying, I just threw out here. Nah, bro, like, give these kids all the information we can, bro. Tulsa, for it to be the small as it is, and we got so many murders, and it was some people shooting just not too long ago today, you know what I mean, like 30 rounds, you know, and I'm just like, bro, that's somebody's baby, you know what I mean? So, and to me, as Africans and as black people, bro, music, you know what I'm saying, does a lot to our subconscious, bro.
Bro, I deleted all the BS out of my life, bro. We ain't talking about me. But you know some real stuff, bro.
But you know, that's and that's why I wanted to do the No Plugins, bro. Because me and you, bro, even when we was hooping or when we just talk, bro, it's always on another level.
Yeah,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying? But I'm telling you, when you get rid of that type of stuff, bro, your life changed. Like as soon as you hit the delete button, bro, like,
whew, boy. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and move on. You said it, bro. So, like most information that's available free to all of us, that we touch every day.
Yeah.
It's up to you whether or not you use this information or not. You know what I'm saying? We put it out there in the universe, and it's up to the consumer whether they want to eat it or not.
Yeah, let's go.
Who wrap this up? Who's some artists that we might look forward to you working with?
Let's see. I'm gonna drop something with who was it? I be kind of limited. You know what I'm saying? I be kind of handcuffed. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. But Jay Friday, of course, that's my big cousin. So
Friday.
You know what I'm saying? That's who really keeps me in tune with music.
Yeah,
it's Friday. Because if I do it, it's gonna be all poetry or all movies. So he keeps me, you know what I'm saying, grounded with music. Kevin Reynolds. Who else? I've been trying to get Meech. Because I feel like Meech, if I'm able to get Meech, you know what I mean?
Second time he was mentioned today.
See?
Hey, Meech, bro.
Meech, okay, look. Meech is, in Tulsa, to me, Meech is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
Second time I heard it today.
He is the GOAT. And what's crazy is we're often pitted against each other, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he the GOAT, he the GOAT. And then, like, nah, like, Meech, he got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm cool with admitting that because I'm a fan of Meech. You know what I'm saying? So, in my head, bro, if I was able to get Meech, you know what I'm saying, Jay Friday, me, Steph Simon, bro, like, I'm thinking like that right there, bro, that's, we was talking about earlier, that's the Warriors, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to beat that. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, if I can convince him, I might just have to kidnap him or something, but, you know what I mean, I get it worked out eventually. But other than that, bro, that's really, I'll do work with who hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Like I had narrated Jake Pilot's album 26. That was fun. I'll do stuff like that. As far as doing a song though, it would have to be some stories or something deep, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. I suck at club music and all of that, so it's like, you know what I mean, if it's in my pocket, if it's in my pocket, like I'm with it, you know what I'm saying? Which I hear people that got that, like, you know what I'm saying, my little brother Cuddy,
he nice, bro.
He can get in his bag when he want to. You know what I'm saying? And he know, like, if he ever in his bag, he like, hey, you know what I mean? That's one of the people you know what I mean? I gonna take the jersey out the raft for him, you know what I'm saying? And don't jump out of retirement for him. Yeah, so, you know, that's really about it, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, good stuff, bro. Good stuff in this conversation, bro. It's always an honor. We need to get on the court again, too.
Bro, I'm ready whenever you're ready. And just come out there Sunday, man, to get on this commercial with me, man.
I'm gonna put that on the to-do list right when we wrap this up too. But shoot, bro. Last thing is tell them where to follow you at.
You can follow me on Facebook. It's Kode Ransom, KODE RANSOM. Same on Instagram. Same on Snapchat. I don't snap very often, but if I do, it's like a snippet to a song or something. And just be on the lookout for that, man. That's where you follow me at. This is Kode Ransom with King Spencer, no plug-ins. We out of here, you heard?